Hey, it's Rebecca Smith for the KBIA Newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care, and this week, a collaboration with Vox Magazine. Kelly Gillian is the owner of Plume, a local gift shop here in Columbia. She also started a support group for women dealing with fertility issues called Graceful Wait in 2010. She spoke with reporter Sarah Hallam about how she was inspired to create this group by her own desire for support during her 6-year struggle. Here's Kelly.
I think there are so many emotions. They're all very difficult. You know, jealousy. You're jealous of other women that you see having very easy time, conceiving and carrying a child. Anger, angry at God. Why me? Why does this person have it so easy? Just extreme sadness and grief. And when you're grieving through infertility, you're grieving the loss of the ideal, the loss of your dream, the loss of a family that you dream about. You haven't experienced that family yet, but you're dreaming about it. And there's a lot of fear. What am I going to feel like? What is my life going to feel like if I don't ever have a child? A very definite feeling of uncertainty. Any of us, not me anymore, but any of us could end up pregnant tomorrow, and that could also be the case. We've had that happen with some of our women, have given up all hope, complete surprise, and all of a sudden, literally, they end up pregnant and carrying and delivering a healthy child. And you can't really explain it anything else but it's just God's miracle, and God decided that was the time. But you don't know when that's going to happen. So you're just sitting there I always said my struggle was 6 years long. If I had known from day one it was going to be 6 years, and on, October 30th, 2008, I'm going to give birth to these two beautiful twins, then those 6 years would not have been so heartbreaking, because I would have known, this is how my story ends, and I would have, obviously made a lot of different choices and had more joy and had more hope and had more, I would have lived that time differently. I would have had a lot of vacations and just been I'm living it up because I'm going to have these two kids in, 6 years. But, it's kind of like you're just living in this period of uncertainty and unknown. You don't know how long it's going to be. You're afraid to make plans. Do I schedule this vacation because I might be pregnant? Or do I, spend this money on a couch because I might have to pay $20,000 to go try to have a baby? So it's just, it definitely can just take over your life, your marriage, your emotional state.
That was Kelly Gillian speaking about the complex emotions she experienced during her 6-year struggle with infertility and how it led her to create a support group for others called Graceful Wait. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks, which was reported by Sarah Hallam. You can read more of Kelly's story in the March issue of Vox Magazine, available now around town and online at www.voxmagazine.com. But as always, tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.